I know this is a new headset, so it may be a little loud, but we're going to go ahead and try to go for our third fallow. So give me like 2 seconds. All right, there we go. What is going on, RW? Let me know if it's a little loud. This is a new set of headphones. And get rid of this freaking echo out of the way. There we go. Stoner and the Hunter. What's going on, guys? Trying to complete the huddle today. Just spent some money on a stream deck, so hopefully that gets here soon. We can put some music and stuff in here too. Reset the time. Run this first. The zones are acting really weird, so maybe that's a good thing. I'll be honest with you, as soon as we get this last great one fallow, I'm done shooting fallow for a long time. I also know we have a level 5 on the map, so probably should have started with him because I hate the zone he's in. What's up, Violet? I don't know if you heard, we are going to get a Steam Deck. I know you've been pushing for that for a long time. I'm good, RW. We finished off taxes finally, so one less thing. I can actually spend a little money without worrying about it. Waited to the fourth quarter this year. How are you, RW? Chilling. Dude, I haven't figured out your schedule at all. Like, you're always awake. Must be on that Pepsi or something. Do you just, I mean, I guess you go to sleep around like 3 or 4 our time? So nothing but level 2 so far on this lake. If this lake gets shot down, that kind of sucks because I like this lake. I sleep through the day, so I bet that's commitment. That way you don't miss anybody's stream. That is. That's why when you start streaming, you'll just be set, dude. You just go all night. Not sleep through the day, though. I could see that. Are you? No, because you already said that before. You go to school. You're not homeschooled. All right, it looks like this whole zone has just been shot down to 2s. How'd Xbox do on the challenge too? I know I mean, you split your time. At least you get it on PlayStation, but I think Xbox is going to end up missing out. I mean, the cosmetics look dumb, anyways, but I think Xbox would be the one that misses. Yeah, I think a lot of people gave up on it, so I don't blame you for not staring at it. PC jumped up though. Of course, they may have modded in grenades or something to get rid of level 4s faster. Yeah, this lake has definitely been shot down. That sucks. All I'm saying is they jumped super quick. Now, maybe it was EW just trying to make sure everybody gets a chance at the new cosmetics, but it definitely felt like they spiked. I think Hunter plays on, does he play on PC? I don't know. At least there's some shooters here. I'm on PC. Shot all the Fallow to 300. I think if it didn't have to be ethical, everybody would have got it super quick. That's what I do. That's a big. Is it level 5? It is a level 5. And that's a level 4. Alright. So at least we'll get one diamond. I know there's another one too, so. We'll just ignore him and try. See, that 4 looks bigger than the 5. Try out the new 30-06. I think we got ethical on both of those. Should be a diamond. Somehow, after 3 grinds of Fallow, I still don't have a melanistic, and it feels weird that somehow I don't have that. So much spare time, I can chat and streams most of the time. Dude, I know. Like, anytime I think I'm getting the jump on the stream, like, I'll be first, like, RW's already been there and done it. We got some shooters over there, too. I miss when this lake was not... It had, like, 3 or 4 herds instead of just 1. Dang, man. That was close, but it was not the 5. Did this one make diamond? He did. Oh, he's a big diamond, too, a 260. Tax that. That's only the second white I've had make diamond. Alright, I shot another one over here. But it was on the run, so I don't know if I got a good shot or not. I'm quick too, dude. I respect it. I don't know. I don't even get alerts before you're already in there. There's one more shooter. I suck. Damn it. Let him slow down. Piebald feel uncommon. Dude, I have so many, like, I've done maybe 4 or 5 huddles of just piebald huddles. I've had a couple of albinos too, but, like, I cannot get a mela for anything. But they definitely don't feel rare, the piebalds. Alright, now would have been a good time to actually bring my dog. That I was just completely neglecting that kennel ever since that DLC came out. I used him a little bit on the bear. Discord as a backup, yeah. But sometimes people forget to put their things in Discord. There's a handful of streamers who have someone on it all the time. Like, I don't know that Chopper ever doesn't have it in his Discord, because he's got mods that have it, like, ready to go. 3,000 with one great one. That is really, really bad luck. That sucks. All my grinds for Fallow have been under 1,500 kills so far. Now this one may be my long one. But I have a feeling it's going to be one of the more annoying great ones. That'll be my long one, like Moose. Or Tar. I shot him like right there. $17.29. That's not that bad. Do you have a great one, Moose? Moose? If not, then like you may have to change your name again. Yeah, we barely hit this dude. And I'm pretty sure I'm getting to the point where Fallow will be the first species we stop taxing diamonds of. I have right at 50 diamond Fallow, so I'm kind of running out of space to put them. I do have a G1. That's good, Moose. I didn't want you to have to change your name again. Oak with the quad pad. That's sick. The quad rack on an oak. You know, forever I didn't want the spider rack, but I saw Cayman had that two tones with the spider rack, and it looks sick. All right, let's... Yeah, I guess we could run this part. I don't hate running this part, though. It only took me 2 years and 19 diamonds. 17 trolls is nuts, dude. Dang, 2 years sucks. I really hope mine doesn't take 2 years. But I'll be honest, man. I feel like I can shoot them in the heart and they still run for a mile. So I just haven't been all that motivated to go back to Medved for Moose. What map did you do it on, RW? Medved, yeah. I think that's the meta to do it on Medved. Although Leighton looks like it could be a little bit easier, to be honest. I know Cayman got his on Leighton pretty quick. Also, if you haven't done a fallow grind, I'll just tell you this bottom part of the map. If you can shoot that thing down, you're doing well because this part of the map sucks so bad. If the snow map comes out with a moose, let me switch my grind over there, dude. I have high hopes for that snow map. As long as it has muskox on it, then they can't miss. A lot of folks think it'll be in your part of the world, Moose. A lot of people think it may be a northern Canada map. That or Greenland is the two things I've heard the most. Yeah, it is kind of cool if it's like where you hunt or would hunt IRL. Like I know y'all have different laws and stuff, but like I have an emotional attachment to Mississippi because it feels like where I hunt in real life, even though Mississippi is such a tough map, you know. It's Florida and it snows once. They could do a Florida map. They could because when I think of a Florida map, they could do basically the same stuff as Mississippi. Although y'all do have different species of turkey. If you're in Florida, Florida has different species of turkey. Those Osceola turkey, and they look sick if you can get one. But the tags to get an Osceola turkey, I've already looked into it, is substantially more expensive. The UP up in Michigan, gotcha. Yeah, one of my boys in the Army was from up there. I think he moved up there. I think originally he's from like outside of Detroit. Dang, I hate this part of the map. Yeah, there's other stuff they could do too. Moose, they could have the like the different fox species and stuff up there too. 300 inches of snow this year. It snowed down here. It never snows in Georgia. We had like a decent amount of snow too. All right. That looked like a 3. There's also a grouse species they can put up there too. The white-tailed grouse. I know there's another freaking shooter, but he was a little bit ahead. Yeah, I don't know. I envision RW probably gets snow like every day, except the summer. All right, it was a level 2, I think. If that's the same one. Up to your waist, that's nuts. That's nuts. I've only ever lived in a couple places where it snows, you know, fairly consistent, and I hate the snow. It's like driving in mud, but you got to throw in some like icy patches too. Like, Never again. I will remain in the greater southeast as long as I can. I forget I have this tent up here. I need to put more tents down here to make this part go faster. Because we're almost out of time and we spent the whole time just on this bottom part of the map. So another dude that I haven't seen him in a minute, but I haven't streamed in a minute either. Hab, he's from up there, and he always talks about the like he's on the hockey team and stuff. Like that would be cool. I know hockey's like y'all's version of football up there. It's a religion for Canada. What about you, Moose? Do you play any hockey? Because I'd assume in Canada it's like it is for football down here, where when you're like knee high, they just start putting you in sports. You don't have a choice. Yep, that's what I figured. All right, Hunter, we'll see you, dude. You don't play. Well, why the heck not, Moose? Just not your thing? I think we have some open this side too. Although you may not play hockey because you're more Irish than Canadian. Basketball? All right. I never thought of you as a hooper, RW. So you follow the NBA and stuff too, or you just like to play basketball at school? Of course, Canada's got some, I mean, good basketball now. Dylan Brooks is from Canada, and I mean, y'all probably get the MVP too, because Shea will probably win that. Nice, nice. So I have always been a Mavericks fan until this year, and now I just don't care anymore. They took away the one thing we had going for us. And of all things, gave it to the Lakers as if the Lakers needed any help, you know? All right, this all looks like it's shot down, but I thought that other places were shot down and started seeing shooters, so that's why I had a feeling we were making some progress. Always sick for some reason. Because it's too freaking cold up there, man. Although I found when I was in Korea and it started getting really cold, you get progressively more used to the cold. To the point where it would get to like 20 degrees and I could go out there with slides on. All right, now that we've ran that bottom part, which sucks so bad, let's go to some other places where I know there's shooters. Homeschooled. You are homeschooled then. What the? So, is it just like part of the curriculum that you have to learn French? Because I know you were upset about having to learn French, which I kind of get. In college, we had to take a foreign language, and I had to learn French. At least to pass the class. After I graduated, I dumped anything I knew about French out the window. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that whole time in college, I managed to not have any problems, and the only time I ever had a C in a class was taking French. What's going on, Beefcake? We're trying to finish the huddle so I can never shoot another fallow again. He's a decent sized one, so we can try. If you listen close, guys, you'll hear a dog snoring beside me. Late nights and early mornings suck, dude, I bet. Especially doing what you're doing, like working underground would be crazy. Dang it. That was not a good shot at all, but he will die. Well, what the hell did you retract, RW? You know when you retract a message, all of a sudden it just intrigues me what you said. Either you misspelled something. I know more words in different languages than French. Such as German. That looks like it's so much bigger. It looks like a 5 every time I see it. But this 300 ain't gonna, or 30-06 probably ain't gonna get the job done. Especially when I can't breathe. Luke, don't you have a trip coming up though soon? Hopefully you get a break. Nope, that did not get the job done at all. Well, damn it. We'll go find that one. We messed up with a 30-06 in a second. Because I'm sure he ran for a mile. Ah, that sucks, dude. Good old Pigeon Forge. Every time you mention that, all I can think about Pigeon Forge is, man, they got a nice Buc-ee's up at Pigeon Forge. That's like the redneck version of Disney World, is to go to Buc-ee's. I'm learning German right now, and I know simple German. Yeah, I thought I saw you and Putz conversing in German. This is going to be the day that the landscapers come out here and make a ton of noise, too, I bet. And if they don't, the dogs will, because they'll go crazy when they're out there. I don't even... Okay, he did die. So far, we've only found one diamond. But I know that there's going to be at least one more. I need to take him off the list, too. I might start learning Gaelic. Oh, that doesn't seem like an easy language to learn at all, RW. But I mean, if you got a background in learning languages, apparently it makes it a lot easier. All right, now again would be a good time to have a dog. Dang, this dude's gonna run forever. It's just so you can translate for rum. What, when he's talking to Stewarty? Damn, dude, where'd this trail go? I'm not sure Gaelic's gonna help you, but... It's not like he's speaking another language. He's just, speaking with an accent. You have that same. Well, it's not as strong. Your your accent is somewhere between Putz and Stewarty, like a young Putz and a young Stewarty put together. That's how you sound. I didn't realize. I mean, because you're what, second generation in Canada? second gen. Something about that doesn't feel second generation. Second gen sounds like a truck. Like the latest gen of like Toyotas. We got some shooters here at least. That bastard's gonna sit there and float for 5 minutes over here, I think. If he, yep. Dang it. It's actually crazy how thick your accent is since, I mean, your second, well, I guess if it's spoken that way your whole life in the house, it makes sense. Both sides. Well, have you been to Ireland? Did you go back and, visit? Come on, man. You have not been to Ireland. That'd be a dope trip. There's another shooter. See, now the problem is, I just said it'd be a dope trip, so my wife definitely just heard that and's probably already making plans. Oh, dude, everything's expensive right now. This is another zone I wish I could shoot down, but I'm not overly concerned about shooting anything down, because if I could just get one more Great One Fallow, make the Huddle, then I'd just be done with Fallow. And hopefully it's something that's not a mocha and something that's not a hooded. And I want a different rack too, so we don't want a bladed rack and we don't want a spoon rack. That's why I made the thumbnail, the painted with the elk rack. Hopefully we just manifest it into existence. More Irish than you. Oh. That's nuts. I mean, given how you sound, that would be a shock to anybody. Dude, I like the Irish elk rack too. If that's the one thing that, I mean, I just want it to be different than the ones I have, But an elk rack would be cool. But I'll take a typical. Damn it. Oh, he didn't even flee yet. I think my least favorite fur would be painted. So if I had to pick one for the next one, hopefully it's a gold. I do think once I get this fallow done, I kind of think I'd switch my tar grind to Tay. Just because, man, it seems so much easier on Tay than Cinder Patan. We still got time. Let's go shoot this zone. And given where this level 5 is, it's very likely I botched this shot. See if we can just get a little bit closer. I would really rather him turn just a little bit before I try to take a heart shot. Well, the unfortunate thing is he's gonna die. I was in school. Well, I don't know that the accent means your voice is deep. Maybe your voice is just deep there, Moose. He still hasn't died, but I know he will. He died. Maybe if he was a red deer, it wouldn't have been that bad. E-Man, what's going on, man? Hopefully you're having a good day too. Alright, this thing definitely ran a mile. Yeah, man, I gotta start doing more of them. Alright, I need a blood trail somewhere. There we go. He's gonna be a minute. Well, yeah, man, this hopefully will be one of the last times we have to stream for Fallow at least. Once this huddle's done, I am calling it quits with Fallow. Then we can move on to something. Probably tar. I want to finish this Fallow grind off and then start moving my tents out for tar. Got your first... Oh, what was it? Mocha Irish. See, I want the Irish. I just need it on something that's not mocha for this last one. Give me a gold Irish and I'll take it. There you go, man. You stopped by just to see a botched diamond, I assume. A botched big diamond too. That sucks. Well, that would have been our second diamond of the stream. How many kills did it take you? Yeah, I know, Moose. I was really hoping to be a small one, but like I said, I'm gonna stop taxing Fallow at this point. I have way too many Fallow diamonds to keep taxing. Unless it's a 270. I only have one 270. 1300, yep, that's about what both of mine took. And I was really hoping, since I had already managed down the herds, that this would be a quick turnaround, but we're getting up there, back toward 1,000. Now, E-Man, you play on PC, don't you? I should have asked Hunter when he was here what their how close they are to finishing the challenge. Xbox, all rip. Did y'all end up finishing the community challenge? I know Xbox was the one that was in the most in danger. Nope. I'm surprised they didn't. I mean, I think they expected too much, but they also didn't. Like, if they'd have given us a sheer amount, I know a lot of people would have grinded harder. This thing doesn't want... Oh, there he goes. Well, the good news is 90%. The good news is it was just a cosmetic. It was the limited time chance to make your gun look like a stick. Although I feel like PC really got screwed the way they divided them up by launcher. That seemed like... I would have been a little upset if I was PC, but I think they ended up getting it anyways. Microsoft next. Hey, yeah. I just don't think there's a lot of people that play it on Xbox. I know... Now I know you do, and I know Moody does it, but Or either Xbox just said, screw it, I don't care about the cosmetics. I can't say I blame them if they did, because I wasn't overly interested in the cosmetics either. All right, this last shot had to have slumped him, because he was not going down fast at all. If it were a gun, dude, I think everybody would have stopped what they were doing if it was a gun. But for a cosmetic, you couldn't even get people. Oh, there he is. Oh my god, no freaking way. No way, dude. Holy crap. I did not expect that to happen that quick. Holy crap. I'm not even sure what it is. It looks like a mocha typical. We may save him. I just want to get a good look. I think he's definitely a mocha. Yeah, mocha typical. That's what I think too. Oh, dude, we're about to be done with the huddle. Thank God. That was such a quick turnaround too. I appreciate your rum. Appreciate you for stopping by too. But holy crap, I definitely did not see that coming. I don't even think we're in. We're definitely not over 1,000 kills yet. Do I even want to take him now or not? I may save it. At least it's a different rack too. We did not get the elk, but we'll definitely take it. Yeah, screw it. Let's just go ahead and do it, I think. I don't see any more shooters either. That's the best combo, honestly. I do like the typical. I wanted a typical for a long time. This may have actually been a quicker turnaround on the fallow than Rum got on his whitetail. Because I don't even know what the number was for this, but I mean, I know we didn't quite hit 1,000. Although y'all got the whitetail super quick. Dang, I don't even want to take it. It's kind of in that group. 300 kills? Okay, you probably got me beat. I definitely did more than that. We're finally going to finish that huddle. Probably need to switch guns because I hate this new 30-06 too. That is the third. We're finally going to finish the huddle and take a break from fallow. Three different racks too. That's the Ruth, you came just in time. You also got to miss my epic shooting on diamonds. I definitely shanked one of them really bad. Hopefully, if there's not anything in his way, I may just take this shot. And assuming that I don't botch it, it's going to leave one spot open for a whitetail. Hopefully, it'll be the next one. All right. That's about as good as we're gonna get. Hope I don't mess it up. Me too, E-Man. Zeroed right. I don't think we messed it up, E-Man. Oh, dude, I'm taking up all... Well, I don't want to take up all the tents. Because we do have a pretty good setup, but... Man, I'm glad to be done with Fallow. Double lung? Yeah, I think so, too. Appreciate it, Ruth. If I get over here and I spined it, I'm probably just gonna call it for the day. That was a lot quick. That turnaround had to be maybe 500-600 kills, so the fastest one I've ever had. Dude, maybe, because I mean, we should. I mean, I knew the zones were acting weird. I said that when the stream first started. Almost. Jesus, we shot way too high. Definitely go ahead and tax it until we make sure we don't mess it up. Way too high, but at least we got him. Alright. Back to the main lodge. I know, E-Man. I had been liking the typical a lot, but the Irish elk rack started to grow on me a ton. Appreciate it, Stoner. Hopefully, I can send all that luck to you for that bear, dude. Appreciate you, Moose. Dude, I'm telling you, this rifle, I can't shoot on the run at all. Like, it feels like there's a delay, and it has been such trash. Appreciate you, Beefcake. Let's go ahead and take this up, take this up. That one, and that one. Flip it. I like it. I think we will keep it like that. Karma won't let Stoner get the G1. That's true. He needs to get the Fox first. He has earned the Fox. Oh, finally done with it, too. And I'm so glad it wasn't a freaking spoon rack. Appreciate it, E-Man. I'm trying to do my best to make the typical front and center, because that rack is crazy. Yeah, we'll probably keep it like that. Yep, and then this spot has to be where I'm going to put the whitetail. We'll put the red deer in there for now. Dude, I didn't even, because I've been fooled so many times, E-Man. There'd be like some fours that would stack up on top of each other, and I'm like, oh, we finally got him, but dang, dude. And I'm glad I took a second because I was about to just pull the 300 out. Definitely the best looking rack. We still need to get an Irish elk rack, but that's now on the back burner. We can finally pull those tents up. Let's head to the fallow grind and put that guy in there too. And I'm so glad it happened on stream too, because if I had been playing by myself and wasn't streaming it, I probably just would have took it. You could put it down. Dude, I know. I know. So far, obviously that's the biggest one I've killed, but even the diamonds I've gotten, the biggest diamond I got is like a 271. All right, I got one diamond to put in here. Oh, the hunter's gone. But I was gonna, because he said that he thought the piebalts were uncommon. I have like 4 piebalt huddles. All right, where am I gonna put this thing? I guess I'll go over the fireplace, since he will be the last one we have to do for a while. Now, I really can't believe that happened on stream, because Moose and all them saw me run that lake to begin with, and I knew something was acting weird with the zones, but man. Piebalts are rare, but less than albino melanistic. So, let me show you something, E-Man. I still don't have a melanistic. I've done 3 grinds, still no melanistics, but there's a piebalt huddle. That's like my only albino right there. And then I got piebalt huddles here. So I don't know. I would trade like 3 piebalts for just 1 melanistic. But I mean, the piebalts look good, but a mellow would be sick. Dang, I don't even know what to go do now. We may go hunt bear for a little bit. See if we can spawn one of those. I definitely won't take that one on stream. If we did get one, I'd push that back. I have a pet mellow on my grind. Is it a male or a female, man? Yeah, we'll just go ahead and head to Silver Ridge. Actually, I'm going to head back to the lodge. I need to look at that thing some more. Male? Dude. Come on. Having a pet one, and I can't even get one to show up, dude. But I have some pretty bad luck with melanistics. I have all the luck with like piebalts and albinos, but my one super rare is a albino. I'll show you in a second. After everything loads in. Minimum weight, minimum score. Ah, gotcha. But yeah, that's the lone super rare that I've ever got. But it was an albino. I cannot find a melanistic to save my life. But the only really good melanistic trophy I have is the I got a Mela European rabbit somewhere in here. Yeah, that one. That's probably my favorite Mela that I've ever gotten, but still, I can't get melanistic on much. I have pretty good luck with Ibex with Mela, but oh yeah, and there's that black bear. This is the one Stoner needs to get. This one right here. After he gets the fox. After he wins the duck race and gets the fox. Yeah, I think we'll keep it like this. I don't want to move it around too much. Not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen if DJ's in there. Her fox takes, or her duck has the performance enhancing drugs. Right. Or me. Dude, I've been saving my luck for the duck races. I've been sitting out of duck races recently, so. That sounds awful every single time. Fake Scott always wins the G1s. Actually, she found one of them. She found the moose. But she did come in at the perfect time for the tar. So we actually did a decent amount of grinding for bear last time we streamed, so. I set the time. Yeah. If there's not a single bear here, that means that mountain lion came back. I think that's another reason tar on Tay may be the move. You don't have to deal with like snow leopards and stuff. Because I swear you won't find a snow leopard if you're looking for it, but you start hunting tar and they're everywhere. There's a bear. Bears have been shot down a lot too. Still acting weird. That may be a good sign, dude. Like I said, like as soon as I started doing the fallow, it felt like there were some bigger males in lakes that had been shot down, so. Do a few rotations on the bear. Because bear is one of those things I could see grinding for all the different variants. That was bad. I thought it was a bad shot. Oh, was it a piebald? Hey, a big level 4 piebald is still a pretty good trophy. Oh man, alright, there's a helicopter over here, so if this dog starts acting up, I may have to mute. Because she's looking around ready to fight whatever's making that noise. Yeah, man, you missed it last time. It started streaming. The second I started streaming, the dog started just going ham. Yep, there it is. All right, hopefully she calmed back down. I think she thought the landscapers were coming, and she was about to give them the business. Dude, RW, you don't have any, because she's like a small bear herself, so when she goes crazy at the landscapers, they've been skipping doing the backyard, and I'm pretty sure Addie's the reason. Oh, for sure, E-Man, for sure. That's why I think for a lot of folks, the second great one comes so quick. You know, like people have a quick turnaround. Which is why I think like the crew grinds and stuff that they should all start to spawn really quick for the second go around. You know what I mean? Because it's all managed down. Except for like pheasant and stuff like that, but usually we get some running through here. course, grinding for pheasant, like even if it's not managed down, isn't that bad. This didn't get out of the way. There we go. Just seeing, our diamond rate is also has been really crazy with the bears. The last time we got, I think, 3 diamonds on stream with the bears. Dude, you should set up, I mean, you can set up the pheasant grind pretty much exactly like the crew grind. I mean, for me, their zones were super similar. They were similar, kind of like tar. They're going to eat roughly the same spots, and you should know where the open spots are now. Plus, if you do a pheasant grind, I didn't realize this until I did a solo one, but there's an audio cue. So as soon as you spot the great one pheasant, the dude who runs the little reserve will start talking. That way you don't just smoke him with a 300 or something. Which that was appreciated because my solo grind was so quick. I did not expect to see a great one pheasant. So I'm glad the dude said something. Casually manage my fallow full grinding. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, there's some zones for that fallow grind that becomes kind of annoying, like that bottom part and the river. So if you shoot those down, like, you're set, man. Hit this one. Is today the last day of that challenge? I think it is. Yeah. There's that. Contribution 37. Let's go. Every time I would start shooting them with the the ethical shots, I'd screw it. Maybe get the 300 back out. Can spawn 2s anymore. That's how mine has gotten. But I have so few shooters that sometimes I have to start shooting 2s. And that's why I knew something was weird today, because like we had so many shooters for some reason. I bet this bastard fell into the water. Dang it. And I feel good about this bear grind too. It hasn't started acting weird yet, but just it's shot down so well at this point that I do have high hopes for a quick grind. Because I'd like a multi-mount with 2 great one black bears. You know how they like, there's the multi-mount where the bears are fighting. was not a good shot. Oh, alright, he's going down. What was the zone, man? Was it the Twin Lakes up north? Because I always thought that would be where all my great ones spawned, but that's the first time I actually got one to spawn up there. Because that zone is so good, especially early on when you have like, 2 or 3 herds that are drinking up there. See, I can, because that mountain lion just did that, I bet these things are already fleeing. This is where I got my great one black bear, was this zone. At the mouth of the river. Okay, I know what you're talking about. That's also a pretty good zone. Dang, I ran in here like it was the other lake. No wonder they're fleeing. I don't know, man. You maybe, because a lot of people have a really quick turnaround after they get their first one, so it is 100% possible. Are you hoping for any combo in particular? See, when they do this right here, I can never get a good shot on them. Right behind the freaking tree. Typical silver or golden. Golden would be sick. I wanted a gold one too. And then forever I was saying elk, because I do like that elk rack, but after getting it in the lodge, that typical is very nice. Let's go pick this guy up. And silver and gold, and those are colors that I've never managed to get. They're not huge. Yeah, it's the aesthetic, man. Because like the blade score is really low, but I like the blade more than the spoon rack. The spoon rack just looks dumb to me. And don't get me wrong, when I first got the spoon rack, I thought it was the best looking thing ever, because whenever you put one in your lodge, that instantly becomes your favorite. But of the 3 now, it's definitely my least favorite one. See, now what is the point of me putting a tripod there if I'm just going to shoot him outside of the tripod? Now we have unnecessary pressure. I think 272, if that's what the elk rack scores, that's probably the second highest, right? And definitely outscores the blade. All right, let's go reset time. RW and his cat. You have multiple cats, right? We found that out. Reset to like 6. 4 cats is nuts. Are they all yours, or do you have to? Is it like a family thing? Because I can't imagine cleaning 4 litter boxes. And when we had 2 cats at one time, and I guess one of them was the dominant one because he wouldn't let the other one in the litter box. So that led to the other one peeing everywhere. So he did not last long, which was a mistake, anyways. I'm a dog person. All the cats are mine. All my cats are mine. Yeah, both of the dogs have figured out how to open doors. Like upstairs, the handles are a little bit easier for them to open, so they'll just sit there and swipe at it till it opens. Now they haven't figured out the knobs downstairs yet, but the minute they do, that's they're gonna have to start getting shock collars or something put on them. I can't let them in some of the rooms, especially not the big one. She'll mess everything up. That's good shooting. Dog person. I think most maybe it's a Canadian thing. Moose, are most Canadians cat people or dog people? And I only use 3 litter boxes. And they only use 3 litter boxes. Gotcha. Prince, are you Canadian? I am not Canadian. I am in the great state of Georgia. I was wondering if it was a moose, because I'm definitely a dog person. I think most Americans are dog people. I was wondering if Canadians are mostly dog people or if they are like moose. They're cat folks up there. When I lived in D.C., there was a lot more cat people, though. Southern accent? Yeah, I know. I've been told that before. When I go home, it gets worse. But I don't know. I think being away from home so long when I was in the army, like I think that killed any accent I had, and I didn't have a strong accent to begin with. Dang, they keep coming back as smaller and smaller. Well, do you live in a more rural place, Moose, or are you more urban? Because I find that like cats are more convenient if you are more urban and live in like apartment life. That was a bad shot. Never mind. Damn, I just shot one over here. I'm more rural in Alberta. cats have a parasite given to make them want more cats. Oh, that's creepy. Cats are like AI. All right, so help me out with geography here, Moose. Alberta's in the middle of Canada, right? Damn, I should have brought the dog. Every time I shoot one that runs, I should have brought the dog. It's not harmful, it just makes one more cats. That makes it weirder, E-Man. That's so bizarre. Alberta's in the middle of Canada. That's what I thought. I think, when I think Alberta, I think y'all have, like, oil reserves and stuff up there. That was a decent shot. Farms for kilometers around. Well, Moose, I don't know what that means. We did not adopt a metric system. Although I keep the game in the metric system because that's what it came with, and I kind of got used to it before I figured out how to change the setting. You go hunt. Yes, I pretty consistently, E-Man. We do whitetail and moose every year, and then we used to put in for some of the lottery hunts down here, so like gator and stuff like that. Yeah, I know you're doing some scouting right now, aren't you, for some turkey up there? Or maybe that was Blast. I don't remember. For moose? I don't hunt moose. Did I say I hunt moose? Not my fault. If I did, it was may have been talking to moose. It's mostly just whitetail and turkey. Oh, my fault. A whitetail turkey, and then the lottery hunts are stuff like gators. We definitely do not have any moose down here. Although when I was in Virginia for a little bit, we put in for an elk hunt. They have they're reintroducing an elk population up there. It's miles around. Thank you for the translation, Moose. No, I'd like to go moose hunting. I would imagine that the tags and stuff are expensive. Elk hunts and yeah, dude, that's how it was in Virginia. We would put in me and some of the guys I work with, and they were so limited that you didn't really have a great shot at getting it. The best part about hunting up there, though, was hunting those military bases because it was closed off to civilians. So, I mean, the turkey populations on places like Fort Belvoir or Quantico, like the turkey populations up there are some of the most turkey I've ever seen. And I assume the deer are too. I didn't do too much deer hunting when I was up there. They also have Sika deer up there too in Maryland. I don't know why they're in Maryland, but the bulk of stick of deer killed every year up in Dorchester County, Maryland. Yep. It's a weird. I was kind of shocked when they offered it, but Dorchester County, Maryland is kind of a deal for stick of deer. There's a lot of good hunting up there. We did a lot more fishing because they had bounties at the time for like blue cat and snakehead and stuff like that, the invasive fish species. So we would take off work and just go up there and pull in as much of that as possible. Because there was a time where if you had like a boat full of snakeheads, I mean, you're basically making what you'd make at work. They were paying a ton. Let's go down here and see if we had any jumpers. The biggest buck, so I have a picture of it. And whenever I get the stream deck, which is coming this week, I'll have it in there. But I killed a 12 point not too long ago, a few years back when I was at Fort Stewart. And that's the biggest deer I've ever seen down here, to be honest with you. They can, especially closer to military bases, because there's just less people that hunt it. Because I'm originally from Alabama, and I'll tell you that there's so much like outlaw hunting, like night hunting and hunting over corn and stuff. Like the deer don't get that big in Alabama, but Georgia they're a little bit bigger. Big thing down here now that's such a problem is hogs. If you ever going to go on a hog hunt, come down here because they're moving up from Florida. I don't think we had any. They all look small. Hunt bases in Michigan. That's really weird because I've never. I know in Virginia they let us hunt, and at that time we were just civilian contractors. But I mean, we were retired, so we could get on post and stuff. And then at Fort Stewart, they were encouraging folks to go hunt. Especially hogs, because it got to a point where we would do like live fire training, and they would basically tell you, like they'd have to warn privates and stuff when they're shooting, hey, if a hog comes on the range, don't shoot it. Because they are tearing up everything, especially farmers too. They will pay you themselves to go hunt hogs. Let's go back up here and see if we got respawns yet. I don't believe it let us hunt. In Canada? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I mean, obviously there's going to be restrictions if you're a civilian, you know, but Ruth is back. Ruth, I don't know where you went. You were here for the great one, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know, RW. There should be some, I mean, at least for us, they have like iSportsman, which was like, it's an app you can download and it works across the board. Most military bases have their own version of iSportsman. And for us, you could basically get all your tags and stuff like that through them. And it almost works like because it's so cut off to the public, it almost works like a hunting club. Had to grab lunch. Gotcha. I need to go get lunch. Probably get some Chipotle or something. Because yeah, I don't know what the deal was up there, RW. I do. I the E-Man's thing in Michigan's confusing. Was he in the Air Force or something, E-Man? Because I know they'll have different rules too, depending on the branch. Oh, Dad's Army. Hmm. Well, what base is in Michigan? Is it National Guard or reserves? Formerly, I should say. Maybe it's a base that closed. National Guard, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can't imagine the rules are that different for National Guard. Maybe it's just a state thing. Because to be fair, when I'm talking about the places that allowed us to hunt, I mean, Texas would let you hunt. I know Missouri will let you hunt if you're like cadre or something at Leonard Wood, and then Georgia encouraged you to hunt. There was a lot more restrictions in Virginia, but they also kind of encouraged you to hunt too. Northern part of the Lower Peninsula. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many National Guard places. I can't keep up with those. Because by and large, if you're active duty, you ended up with, that you may go to Hood, you may go to Bliss, Stewart, Riley. Those are the big ones. I am shocked we have not got a level 9 yet. Last time we had 3 level 9s in about 3 hours. Cold Lake is the nearest near me. Yeah, I have no idea what the rules are for the Canadian military, obviously. But I'll tell you, E-Man, we done some scouting already, and like right across the road from where my mama lives. If I want to go hunt Alabama, there's a flock of turkeys, man. To the point where I don't even really need a caller. I haven't seen like any like monsters in that flock, but there's a few jakes, there's a few, tons of hens. So I assume there's at least a big one in there somewhere. But if this is your first year turkey hunting, I don't know if it is or not, but it's a whole nother ball game than deer hunting, that's for sure. The deer hunting's nice and chill, especially the way we do it. We get in those shooting houses and just, soup them up to the point where you could basically put a TV in those shooting houses. But turkey hunting, it's nice and cold. 12 turkeys in our spot. First year turkey hunting. I honestly prefer turkey hunting to deer hunting. I've gotten that way because when I was growing up, we did a lot more deer hunting than turkey hunting. But once you get that collar down, it's so much. It feels more involved than deer hunting, you know. So I think I like that element of it, like actually calling them in. And putting out your decoys and stuff. Because we killed, I think, 2 last year. I gotta find those pictures too. I know I killed one, and then one of my buddies up there killed one. But that was all on Quantico. Grab the dog before I leave next time. Yep, I needed that reminder, Moose. Definitely needed that reminder. Because at least even if they don't track as fast as you do, you can kind of just turn your brain off and let the dog go find it. Not a blood trail anywhere. Caught in 1 deer, and that was my first. Honestly, I've never. I mean, we have collars. I just don't really use them that much. When it comes to deer, I kind of like to just get in the shooting house and chill and hope for the best. I don't really use too many collars for deer. But also, it's mostly private land, so, I mean, it's not like you'll see a deer if you go out in the patch. Now, whether or not it's a buck is a different story, but you don't normally have to do much calling. Turkey, that's a whole different thing, but I do enjoy the calling and the decoys and trying to get them to fan out and stuff like that. I enjoy that part of turkey hunting for sure. Because I don't need a license or permits. Well, Moose, like, once you get used to it, it's not that big a deal for, like, IRL hunting. I get for a video game, I hate the idea of license and permits and stuff like that. It's one of the reasons I think Hunting Simulator isn't as good of a game. Let's get the dog. But also, I think the thing that killed Hunting Sim was just the render for the animals was so bad. Like, they look so bulky, you know? I don't know if you've played that game or not. Although they say Hunting Sim 3 is supposed to be a much better version. Level 7, level 5. Haven't played it. Yeah, I wouldn't suggest it, to be honest. I got like 40 hours in Hunting Sim 2 and just couldn't really get into it. And a large part of it is the tag system kind of turns me off to that game. I do have high hopes for ultimate hunting, though. See, we don't even need the dog for these. Both hunting sims suck, pretty much. Pretty much. I do like that they're licensed to actually have real guns in the game. That part's sick. Because one of the things that ruins Call of the Wild sometimes is The fact that I'm not hunting with a Remington or I'm not hunting with a Browning. I'm hunting with made-up companies, you know? So if they had a licensing agreement with some like actual, even the attire and stuff, that'd be sick. Hey, this zone used to be so consistent too, man. That looks like a dead bear that I forgot to pick up. That's definitely what it is. Probably pick these guys up and call it because I can hear the landscapers coming in and I know the dogs are going to go crazy. Yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up here. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys stopping by, and I'm kind of shocked we actually got the great one on stream. That was dope. But all right, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up here. So until next time, we'll see y'all. See you, Moose. Ruth, E-Man, Stoner.